As a company, we engage with entrepreneurs everywhere from a solopreneur who's just starting out to really a lot more, from that 5 to 6 person team up to several hundred and tens of millions of dollars. What we see at all levels, however, is a recurring challenge that comes up. We do a lot of team assessments, and when we start working with a client, we look at what the balance of the team is, how are things getting done, and are all of the roles that are needed truly being filled at a very high level that is fulfilling what the company needs, resolving any liability or exposure, and delivering the highest and best quality product to the customer. And what we find repeatedly is that there are existing teams with a member who just isn't delivering what they need to. And it's holding back the entire team. It's creating drag. In fact, just recently working with a few companies, we found exactly this case. And often, the entrepreneur, you, don't want to say anything because we don't want to hurt that person's feelings, make them feel bad. But here's the inevitability. If we have someone in a role on our team who isn't performing, and we project that equation forward, what will happen? Is there going to be an educational event or an epiphany or some type of an awareness that occurs where they can now perform? Chances are that's not likely to happen. What normally happens is you go along until things get so bad. Now there's an event. There is a separation, a termination, a quitting, running out of the building upset. What happens eventually is challenging. So if you're in this situation and you have a team and you have a member of that team that you just repeatedly know that they want to do well, but they aren't, or they look like they're working hard, but you're not getting the right results, maybe it's time to sit down with that individual and go through a process. It's simple. 1, identify what it is that they should be doing and let them know. 2, ask them, do they have the ability and skill, and are they excited about doing it? And 3, if they say they are, set a time frame where they start to accomplish what your team needs, or you reassess. Oftentimes, when you sit down with a team member who isn't delivering at the same level as the rest of the team, they see it as a relief. We've seen this often. They actually thank you and welcome the opportunity to change the situation and either move on to somewhere else or move on within your company. Don't let a personnel issue create drag and hold your company back, because the damage to your company is not something you want to have. The lack of growth that occurs and the drag that it makes it so you will not reach your full potential. But the biggest issue really is that it's a human being. And when we leave someone in a position where they aren't going to succeed, we are deciding to let them fail. If they work with us, then we're deciding to let ourselves fail. So take a look around, assess your team, follow our 3-step process, and see, is there someone who you need to have a conversation with and either get them on track or help them get out of a situation where they're not going to win. Come back next week. I'd love to share some more information with you on how you can start, run, and grow your ideal business.